welcome back to Edgemont Elegance, everybody. It is April the 16th, and we have got a ton of stuff done in the last week. Let's jump inside and go take a look. The team has been installing the Suprema peel and stick wrap to the outside of the house. So we've started with a Sega tape along the base, and then we've got peel and stick membrane here. This is going to give us our air tightness and make this home stay nice and protected. It sticks onto the plywood and then siding goes on top of it and life is good. All right, so since we were here last week, obviously they were in the middle of getting these doors installed when we were here. They're installed now, and look at how magnificent these doors are from Loewen Windows and Doors. It's aluminum on the outside, clad, and then on the inside it's a wood window. Absolutely beautiful, magnificent product. Really is a pretty cool looking house. Like, I like all the mullions that our client has chosen to go with for the aesthetic back here. Like, it looks really, really cool. It's gonna be an awesome home as it comes together here. So you were asking me about, what's important here, Tom, and the reason why we're doing this is actually to make this house more airtight, right? Right now, without this here, you've got framing, then you've got a sill gasket, which is that kind of, remember that foam stuff that we use underneath there?
Of course.
And that's what we always put between our framing and concrete to prevent that from rotting, right? Mm-hmm. Well, it's not totally airtight. So by putting this peel and stick product along the base here, we're tying off the plywood to the concrete. Mm-hmm. Can you breathe through concrete?
Not easily.
No, can you breathe through plywood?
A little better.
Not at all. But a little better, you're right, but barely at all. So that's how we're going to get our air tightness, and that's the purpose of the exercise. So yeah, spanning over that's totally fine.
Great.
Yeah. So we are in the kind of main living area here. So, family room over here, great room, and then kitchen over here. So we are getting the rough-ins complete. Currently, I believe the HVAC guys are here running ducting right now as well. We've got this white pipe here is going to be our recirculation loop. So that's going to be what keeps hot water flowing through the house. This will get insulated before we drywall. Well, it's that kind of foam tube. So it may not be totally obvious what's happening here, but the basic idea is that this is going to be ceiling here and this is going to be open to below. So it's going to be like a really cool landing to the stairs. So you can imagine that there'll be a railing here, and you look down, say, yo, I need some coffee, or whatever it is. And yeah, it's really cool design. I like it. So at Sprucehill Land, one of the things that we spec on all of our projects is that all of the water pipe that comes out of the wall is copper. There's no reason for it other than aesthetics. I mean, you can totally come out of the wall here with PEX, and I mean, it totally works and it's totally functional. I just think it looks tacky and cheap. So we have our plumbers install copper, and I just think it looks way, way more professional when it's coming out underneath the sink, and it's a cleaner, nicer looking install. And then I'm noticing here we've got our hot and cold water pipe here for the shower, and of course this is just left open because the mixing valve will get installed here. So we are in one of the upstairs bathrooms. I don't know what we want to call this one. Doesn't really matter. But again, we've got still the same copper stub-outs here. But we've also got a couple of copper 3/4 lines here, and that's conduit for future solar. It's a code thing, so it's just something that our beloved friends at the government force people to spend money on, even though most of the clients that we deal with are not interested in putting solar panels on their roof. The ROI isn't there yet anyways for doing solar in Vancouver. We do have some plenums going in for the high velocity system. So we are using high velocity forced air to cool this house and heat it. And so you can see plenums are going in the attic right now. And, for some people that are watching right now, you're like, well, how are you putting ducting in the attic? It's going to get cold, hot, whatever. No, we insulate to the underside of sheathing. That stuff is all going to get covered in insulation. Our attics on every Sprucehill home is a conditioned space. Unconditioned attics have stopped working. Like the second our homes got airtight, unconditioned attics started failing the next day. And I'm going to get some footage for you so that you can see the effects of night sky cooling. But I'm telling you, if you're building a house and your builder wants to do an unconditioned attic, you're causing yourself future problems. You have to have a conditioned attic. Full stop, end of conversation. So one of the things that our plumber is using on this project that I think is really cool are these expanding pipe fittings. Why is that cool? Well, a traditional PEX crimp, the actual fittings, which is kind of similar to this, like they reduce the interior diameter of the pipe at each fitting. So the inside diameter of a coupler or a 90-degree corner for normal crimping PEX reduces the inside diameter of the pipe to like almost a 1/4 inch. Like it's really shocking if you pick up a traditional PEX fitting, how much it reduces the inside diameter of the pipe. Whereas with this type of fitting, it actually keeps the inside diameter of the pipe the same. So we don't reduce our water flow with this style of fitting and this style of crimping. But this is a really cool product. I like it a lot. And also because it's a plastic, theoretically, it won't break down and need to be replaced in 50, 60 years. It should last hundreds of years, theoretically. Lots of activity and action down in the basement. So we are framed. We've got all of our frost walls framed against the concrete. We've got all of our, or most, if not all, of our interior walls all framed. So we can now get a really good idea of what this space is going to feel like. So this is our water main coming in from this district. Come through here. All sorts of water pipes. So this is the mechanical room, ultimately, everybody. And this is where we're gonna house on-demand boiler, one of the air handlers. The other air handler is gonna go in one of the attics upstairs. Thanks so much for joining us on our weekly tour of Edgemont Elegance. If you'd like to build a custom home, please reach out to us on our website, sprucehill.ca, or phone us 604-971-4899. We'd love to hear from you and we'd love to work with you. In the meantime, like and subscribe to this video and stay awesome. Thanks for watching.